Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Friday, August 9th, Daily Bone Podcast here to discuss all things crypto market. That includes majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. We have myself, Easy, Kicks, and Signal today ready to discuss crypto's continued rally and Bitcoin's impending death cross. Can't wait to hear about this one. All the drama surrounding the Trump Return the Republic meme coin rug pull and some bullish catalysts for the Bitcoin ETF. We will close the show by playing Top Dog, our weekly prediction game that I missed last week and I didn't submit points for, so other people are able to get a lead on me ahead of that. How's everyone doing? Kicks, how you doing this morning, buddy?
Dude, doing great, man. Having a real good day. Got a good night of sleep. Nose strip on the entire night. Didn't wear my mouth guard last night, so my bottom left molar, it's a little sore from the clenching. But you know what? Sometimes you don't want to sleep with a piece of plastic in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You just want to go to sleep and just feel normal, right?
So you regularly sleep with a mouth guard in your mouth?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Interesting.
I think my whole body's misaligned. I was born a week early. I think the right side of my body just that last week didn't fully grow. So I have like a little tilt in my neck. I have a little chest indentation down here, a little pefecavectum, something like that. You know what I mean? Left-handed, that's not normal, right? Jaw kind of like, sometimes I feel like my jaw is like a little off. Like if I move my jaw a little bit and then I bite down, see? That looks like a normal bite, right?
That's a normal bite?
Okay.
Yeah. My jaw moves over.
Kicks, you know what? If you were like 5'4", 5'5", I'd go with that. But you're like 6'5". So I don't think that 1 week really made that much of a difference. Come on. For a premature baby,
true.
1 week?
Maybe I just sat on a computer too much in my teenage years, and so my body grew more on one side than the other. Because I got stress fractures in my foot senior year of high school football season. Went to a doctor, measured my legs. He said one of your legs is about a solid inch off the other one.
Dude, do you remember Greg Oden, the #1 recruit from Ohio State, 2008?
Number one pick.
Yeah, the #1 pick went to the Trailblazers. His left leg was 3 inches longer than his right leg, and it's actually what they credit to him. His downfall was because of the longer leg. It actually led to more foot injuries over time because of the additional weight that you put on it. And it was like largely credited to why he didn't pan out and why he had issues in college. So, hey, listen, man, you got to be careful. That's no joke. Also, on top of it, Kicks, do you walk a lot? Kind of a weird thing.
No.
Okay. So I'm not terribly surprised because like you're healthy, right? Your joints seem to be good. I saw a thread today of this woman who walks 45,000 steps a day. And all the feedback was basically like, you're just destroying your knees. You're 24 years old, and walking that much is actually going to be the death of you, quite literally. Your knees are going to grind themselves to nothing. So you also got a weird leg situation. I'd be careful about walking. You might have you considered a cane?
Yeah, I mean, it's not I think if, my 40s, I'll probably start to bust the cane out. In my 30s, I am
a walker maybe?
I'm thinking about some Dr. Scholl's pads in the shorter leg. Just get some Scholl's in there, like a nice little half-inch lift. I think it would realign everything. I have lower left back problems. Is that because the left leg is compensating from the short right leg? I mean, who knows? If there's doctors in the audience, orthopedics, please give me some advice, okay?
I actually don't think very many doctors listen to this show. That's one group that I do think is underrepresented.
Untapped vertical. Yeah, an untapped vertical we haven't quite broken into. Yeah, I think we could. I don't think it's out of the question. Maybe we start to get into like, Pio, start sharing your blood work on the show. Let's really start getting into it.
You have no idea that I'd be so down to do that. Sig?
I'm going to say that is wild, the distance that woman covers. Sorry, I just had to Google what 45,000 steps is. She's doing half a marathon every single day. 20.
You want to hear the schedule?
Miles. That's
the schedule. Wakes up at 5 a.m, takes the dog out, does 10,000 steps, comes back, eats breakfast, does 15,000 steps before the first call at 9 a.m. So they're already in for 25K before noon. Lunch hits, 10,000 steps. You're now sitting at 35K, dinner walk, 10,000 steps. I'm like, that is psychotic. Like that is, dude, if I break 10K in a day, I'm like, all right, I feel good. I feel like I did my steps today. 45,000, that just feels unhealthy, man.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
steps, but they say the
A lot of
second you stop walking, you start dying. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting your steps in every day. Why don't we hit this weather report? My understanding is that Kix is going to be doing it today. And then we can dive into the RTR meme coin drama. I do believe it is worth discussing. Kix, please take it away.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Friday, August the 9th. The majors continue to rally with Bitcoin up 6% to $60,500. Ethereum up 7% to over 2,600. Solana, little tiny pump, 2% to 156. The biggest winner among the top 100 coins was Easy's favorite, Sui, up 30% over the last 24 hours to a $2.2 billion market cap. We got some drama over the past 24 hours, especially in the meme coin space. We got Restore the Republic, ticker RTR, was launched and linked to the Trump family. The coin was shilled by many influencers and insiders within the space. But any connection to the Trump was eventually denied by Donald Trump Jr. I can't wait to get into this because, you know, I got some theories. Next up, meme coin launchpad Pump.Fund made some major updates as they removed fees from coin creation and announced they would reward devs with 0.5 SOL when their coins complete the bonding curve. I love it. You know, it costs $2 to create a coin. Why not make it 0? We need more of these. We need to remove that $2 barrier to enter for these guys. We need 12-year-olds building these, 12-year-olds without allowances. Get on Pump.Fund. You can create a meme coin. Sell it to your friends in middle school. Get rich. Finally, some bullish news on the Bitcoin ETF front as movement was made on the ETF options filings. As the Chicago Board Options Exchange amended their application, Van Eck's head of digital research also projected that ETF assets under management could do double or triple as more wirehouses join Morgan Stanley in offering their product to their consumers. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio. I don't know if that was loud for you guys. That was really loud in my ears.
It sounded fine for me. Maybe turn your
That
headphones
might
on.
have been the best weather report music-wise and sound-wise you've had, like bar none.
You sounded good. Maybe turn down your headphone on the top right. Easy.
Okay.
Your mic might be a little bit louder. Maybe that was just one loud exchange. Well, look real quick. Let's talk
I'm gonna
about
have
this.
to file workers' comp PO because I got ear damage after that. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna have to take a couple of weeks off, full comp.
The knobs on the top right are the headphone knobs. That's what you hear. And then the sliders on the left are what the audience hears. So we got this Restore the Republic meme coin. So this has been officially denied by Trump's family, correct?
Yeah. By the way, audio fixed good now? Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So yes, officially denied. Eric, I think it was Don Jr. actually, not Eric, who came out, did a 5-minute video saying that he loves the meme coin space, he loves the people in it, but Return to Republic or Revive the Republic, whatever it was, RTR, was in fact not them. However, Kanpai Labs was on a legal document saying that they backed the token or had done the IP of the token, which is Icebag's business.
Yep.
So there was some questions of his involvement of it. A screenshot leaked late last night.
They were on the docs, Easy. They were on the doc. What kind of doc?
I think they filed an IP. I don't know if it's an IP claim. I don't know what the exact legal terminology is, but they filed some piece of paperwork saying
like a
like
trademark for RTR.
Trademark.
And
Trademark.
And it was on their
Kanpai Labs was the owner of the trademark.
Okay.
And then
so what? According to Kanpai Labs, Easy, what is this guy's story? What does he say happened?
Icebags was in a group chat for his investor group for the Bare Knuckle Fight League. And that was the only place he was really talking last night. His actual Twitter, the Icebags Twitter, seems to have been suspended. So he's tweeting from an alt account now that's like the real Icebags. And on that, he even came out and said like, hey, this is what happened. I did not make $1. I didn't sell any tokens. It's all on chain. Here's all the stuff you need to see. But what happened was in this group chat, he said he was heartbroken because he met with Donald Jr. for 2.5 hours in person about this token. In person. Keyword in person. And was talking to him about launching this, had them on board, and 10 minutes before they were supposed to post a tweet verbally committing that they were backing it, they backed out and pulled the liquidity of the token. So we watched the token go from
they pulled the liquidity of the token?
Supposedly the Trump family, whoever is managing it from their side.
Who clicked the launch button on the token?
this liquidity puller, the Trump associates that are mysterious, shadowy figures. Ice Bag
Gotcha. Okay,
supposedly
but-
did not.
No,
But okay, so
Ice
Ice
Bag said
Bags.
on the space that he clicked the button.
He did, because in the screenshot he said he was putting all the blame on the Trumps.
See, this kind of stuff makes no sense to me, okay? Because why imagine the Trumps as business people? Why would you allow someone else to register the trademark, create the smart contract, and have full control over it, but then you go in and you put the liquidity into the token? That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever to me at all. I think what makes more sense is potentially that people are going to the Trump family and saying, hey, I'm going to launch a token. I'd love your support. And then those guys say things like, oh, yeah, we love to support you or whatever. And then people go around and say, this means it's their coin, right? Also, I'd like to counter this. Everybody on the timeline saying, I lost money on this. I lost money on this. Guess what? Guess how, all of these things work. It's $1 in, $1 out. So someone made a shit ton of money on this. And the fact that no one's saying who made a shit ton of money on it makes everybody involved suspicious. Because you can't sit around here and act stupid and be like, I know this, I know who did this, I know who did this, but I don't know who made $10 million.
Ray, I posted a link in the chat. Can you pull up this tweet? Because I think it's important that we investigate the situation. Look, here's the thing. Kix is hurt personally in the heart because he can't believe that the Trump family would have colluded in order to create this situation. But I mean, they're going to lose votes off of this. Can you play this video for us? Ray, can you play this video for us? We need the audio.
Every meme coin, is it the Trump one? Is it that?
Play a 5-minute
It's
video.
not the Trump thing that I'm talking about. We're talking about a very different kind of.
No, just hit the play.
Please talk about RTR. Nothing to talk about, guys. It's just it's not. People are asking. The problem is people associate every meme coin. Is it the Trump one? Is it that? It's not the Trump thing that I'm talking about. We're talking about a very different kind of platform, something like that. And there's a lot of guys doing great stuff. I said I love what meme coins and that culture. I love what those guys are doing. Some of them are friends of mine. It's great, but I just have to make sure that people understand that you can't conflate one thing with another. And so the problem is that the market seems something, then it looks like that's the thing. And so I have nothing against any of these guys. I love that there's young guys out there doing these things. Some obviously are scams, others aren't. But I can't let something out there. When people are like, well, that's the Trump one. It's like, no, it's not. The Trump one that we're talking about, like I said, I put out in tweet, like, hey, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of ones but the culture is embracing Trump. I think Trump for crypto is incredible. I think Kamala for crypto is a total disaster. But if the market's out there saying, hey, that's the Trump thing. That's the thing that Don and Eric talked about the other day. You got to make that clear because
this is better. This is more my style.
When it's not. I don't want that's the problem. Perhaps with the space. Again,
I can't fucking deal with this, dude. What? You just pranked the audience with that. You may be as dark and manipulative
and sinister.
The Trump family, basically, because it's very clear to me that Don Jr. just gets on there and starts lying his face off, trying to distance himself from something that he participated in. Also, last night when Ice Bags, I woke up at like 12. I passed out on top of my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like before you get under
with the pants on.
And I was like, I should probably get ready for bed. So I wake up and I pull up Twitter, and basically this space starts at like 12:30, 1 in the morning, something like that. I forget. And dude, he just went on there and they were like, so can you tell us, like, he breaks down and he's like, and he can't say anything, but he was pointing the finger at the Trump family. And I think he felt fearful because that family is known for murdering their enemies.
Wow.
Wait, he worked with Hillary Clinton?
The Trumps.
I thought we were talking about
the
Trump.
Kennedys.
Oh.
He was working with the Kennedys.
Kick streaking that it was too fast was the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
I know. Clearly, our Quan watches videos at 2x speed. I feel him. I do that as well. But the point is, that video was wild. Normally when somebody talks, they articulate either with their hands, with their shoulders, whatever. There is lower body movement below the chin. His hands were like he was in cuffs, just underneath. Didn't want to give any kind of body language that he's lying in any way, and he was lying. I agree with Ansem. That was the fakest video ever. It was like a lesson in deep fake, but done by a real person. I don't believe a word he said.
How much money did the bad actors, whoever they are, extract from the token?
The Trumps made hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The number I was seeing was 25 million in total net loss gain. Yeah,
25 million
in liquidity that supposedly left the Solana ecosystem.
25M is like not bad for like just pressing a button one day.
Yeah, and Barron and Don Jr. can just be like, I don't know what those guys are talking about.
Dealt with me, dog.
I don't know. I have some doubts over.
You think this was a Kamala campaign sort of like strategy, basically?
It might have been.
No.
It might have been.
Tim Waltz did this.
There's certain people in this space, and they somehow always end up right outside of fire, burning buildings on fire, and they're like, "What happened?"
Honestly, thanks, Obama.
I think that's sus. Sorry, my sus radar goes off on these things when I see the same people always outside of a building on fire, going, "I don't know what the hell happened." I'm just like you guys. I just got here. I have no idea what's happening. You know. Meanwhile, they have a tank of kerosene in their hand or whatever. My point being, I don't know. Look at what Donald Trump did. If you wanted to make money in this space, how much money did he make off of 3 NFT collections?
Quite a bit.
Millions and millions of dollars, right? And he just did it the super straight. I just don't believe that there's some sort of official Trump thing coming out, and the way that they're going to launch it is they're going to launch it and then let like this group of insiders tell all of their buddies to buy it before the Trumps even announce it or say anything whatsoever. They're not stupid people. They're not going to launch a coin where they have insiders help them launch a coin and then let the insiders and their friends make a shit ton of fucking money and then have the Trumps post it and have the Trump audience be exit liquidity for the insiders. Yes, you can say that the Trumps love making money. Exactly true. So why would they do it in that route where they make these random insiders shit ton of fucking money?
Kicks. Well, a couple of things. One, Wizard of Soho and Ice Bags were both like meeting with the Trumps back in Nashville. There's photographic evidence of this, okay? But real quick, before I continue down that path, it's important to also note when they launched the NFT before, they went to a third-party advisor who was involved. We were actually, I remember in the initial show when that NFT dropped, sort of like questioning the way that they rolled it out, the team that had like actually done this. Why had they selected to go with this like unknown team? I don't remember.
The video is AI because he says better than Washington, better than Lincoln. I was like, this is too good. I'm like, is this fucking AI? Because this is so fucking funny. Like, we hadn't heard from Trump in a long time, and he just comes out of the woodwork just being like, it's a digital baseball card. You're 45th president of the United States, best president ever, better than Washington, better than Lincoln.
I think somehow something went wrong along the way, basically, and now they're trying to distance themselves. I don't know what went wrong. I mean,
maybe like, hey, we were interested in supporting the project and you guys just launched it out of fucking nowhere and pumped it to $150 million. And now you want us to tweet? And first of all, I have respect for Icebag. I've always liked the guy personality wise. I've always liked the guy in the space wise.
He's building a legitimate thing.
I'm not saying anything specific about ice bags. I'm not saying anything specific about specific people. What I'm saying is this whole situation, it just always blows my mind because these things happen and then it's like, oh my God, like we all got fucking wrecked, man. No, there's a bunch of people out there that didn't get fucking wrecked on this. So start naming names. If you're one of the people involved this close, and you say I got fucking wrecked, then name names. Otherwise, what it looks like is a classic example of our public docs wallets got wrecked, and we all fucking killed it on the fresh Coinbase wallets. That's what it looks
So
like.
there was a few snipers who like printed on it. Like you have people that are like known meme coin traders, like the Trench Warriors, who all posted like, yeah, I hit for 600K. I made 500K, because these people are like, dude, they run so many monitors and bots and triggers and all this other shit, and they get in wicked early. So you have people like I Draw Line, Mitch, who's like a popular meme coin trader. People like Yellow. There's a bunch of guys on there who are just like these dog pictures that historically snipe. This guy Slippage, who's printed like 7 million on just new tokens, and all of them were like, yeah, we did fine. We just bought in wicked early and sold on the way up.
I mean, I
They're
didn't.
the only ones that made money.
I didn't talk about this. I printed on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? The truth comes out.
Don Jr. gave me the inside tip. He was like,
oh, okay.
He's like, buy this random ass token that is associated with the literal guy running for president. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me plow some money into it, bro.
Wait,
And
so what happened? Break it down here. What was your involvement?
It's simple. I actually launched it, man. It was me.
Okay. Okay.
Wizard of Soho's tweeting right now. He's like,
Here's
he
the thing.
admitted it.
I don't want to talk about the snipers. I want to talk anything else. Pull up Ray, the man. Pull up this tweet. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This right here.
One of the NFTs.
Yeah, buy it. Right now, Nick, buy it. No, I put it in the private chat, Ray.
It's a live photo of the agreement from Nashville.
Right.
This right here on X, this is what I'm talking about. Like that there's
Ray, pull up the link.
Ray, pull up the link, Ray.
Kicks, you're fired up today. No one's gonna know about this. This isn't gonna affect Trump's campaign.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all.
You seem a little concerned.
I didn't buy any of this at all. What I am saying is I just don't understand. This just literally happened like a month ago. How stupid are people? It just happened a month ago with Martin Shkreli and DJT. And then the same thing fucking happened again. This is what I'm saying. Is I don't understand how many times people can get fucking punched in the face until they like start to realize a connection of like all of these things. And yes, pull this
Connect
up. So,
the dots.
Five wallets from Coinbase and Bybit, and only bought RTR, which is obviously insiders. So who are all these
Kicks
people?
is going to keep continuing. I honestly think this continues all the way into the election, because this is the most speculative time. You're basically betting on will he be the next president. And right now, there's basically a 50-50 chance that Trump is the next president. And until we know who is, they're gonna continue to launch these coins, because everybody wants to be in on the coin. This might not be it. So that now that we know that this is not it, there has to be another attempt at this.
Where's Barron in all? Where's Barron in all of this? Like this kid.
What time is it? It's 9 a.m. He's probably in history class.
Let me finish my statement. Barron, the quiet child, the soft-spoken giant, has been absent from all of this, yet is quoted as being deeply involved in all these things. Martin Shkreli is like, yeah, I was hanging out with him for months. Like they were like close buddies.
Okay, first of all, that's creepy. And then second of all, what
is it creepy? He's like old. He's like a tall adult now at this point in time.
I think he just had his first shit as a graduated college student, and I think Martin Shkreli's like 45. Martin Shkreli
said he spent 100+ hours with Barron Trump.
He's 6'9".
That's weird to know how many hours you've spent with someone. That would give me serial killer vibes. If someone was like, yeah, dude, we spent 96 hours together. It's been so much fun. I would never speak to that person again. But I'm just wondering, like in person, they spent 96 hours together.
But like, how did Barron suddenly get dragged into this? Like, when did Barron become like a mover and shaker in the Trump family? Like, I just don't understand what is going on. He's literally an 18-year-old child. Yeah, I don't understand what this is.
I don't know. I mean, there doesn't seem to ever have been any actual legitimate evidence that Barron Trump.
Where is the evidence? Show me the picture of them together. Like, do we have any stuff we can look at on the screen? Pictures of people together, documents, actual texts. Like things that aren't like,
Can you go generate an image, Ray?
Here's a text of my buddy saying that I talked to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where it is so insane to me in a world where we have cell phones, where we spend all of our time communicating on digital devices, that there's no hard evidence of any of this. It's just this, hey, oh shit, what the fuck happened, man? I was talking to Bear like every day, man. He said he was he was in on this, man. He was in on this, dude. He even had aloe. I don't know what happened, dude. It went to 200 million and then it fucking crashed. I mean, I lost money too. Check out my wallet here. Look, man, I lost 10K. I bought the top. What happened?
So there are some weird things happening here, and we need to be aware and we need to be on guard when we're exploring the depths of this area. So just remember that as we go. And
Nick, you were a drug dealer, right?
No, I was a drug dealer in one of the recent videos.
Yes, you were too. So you guys would both know this. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like you go to buy an ounce, right? And the guy's like, it's $250, right? Right. And you give him the $250 and he goes, cool, I'm going to go get the ounce for you. Right. And then 2 hours later, he's not back and he doesn't pick up your phone calls or anything like that. Right. And then you start getting paranoid, you start freaking out. Right. And you can't find him that whole day. Then the next day, you kind of like run up on him at school or whatever. And you're like, what's going on, man? And he's like, oh, I don't know what happened. Like the other drug dealer stole your money, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, what's going on? This is what this sounds like to me. Like, this sounds like scammer deflection. Like, come on. How does anyone else not see it in the chats? Does anyone else know what I'm talking about here?
Leave it to Kicks to figure it out.
And real quick before, so we're obviously going to move on. In all seriousness on this subject, because there has been market impact on the Kanpai Pandas collection, what comes next there? What comes
the Pandas got absolutely slammed last night. They went from a 1.2 floor all the way down to 0.45. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, maybe that's a buy the dip opportunity. Like, I don't know. I don't think Ice Bags is a bad guy. I really don't. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think he may have gotten screwed. But clearly the community was pissed about this. Like, they took a 60% hit on this, right? Like, just absolutely dumped the floor on these things. Like, more liquidity yesterday than they've had in God knows how long.
Pretty crazy stuff. Typically when these things happen, when someone published that random ass thread about Luka Nets from like way back when, and the pudgy floor went down for like 24 hours, that was a super clean buy the dip opportunity. And I wouldn't be surprised if the I don't know with the Kanpai Panda situation. I don't know if it's a buy the dip opportunity or not, but it totally could be. Moving on from this, obviously a weird.
Just real quick to finish off, was RTR, was it branded during the rumor mill as the official Trump Sons coin, or is it branded as something they like? I'm just curious.
It was branded as this is the thing Donald Jr. is talking about. The one he posted the tweet the day before, and everyone was saying this is the thing that they were going to launch. This was the thing. So it was very much branded. This is what it is that they're excited about. This is the thing that they're launching, and that's why it ran. Dude, 150 million in literally less than 15 minutes of launch is absurd. Like like, dude, coins aren't even breaking 300K right now. So seeing a brand new ticker go to 150 mil with 500K liquidity is nuts, especially from like watching the trenches.
I just have some questions, just because the dad of these sons, Donald Trump, who literally slaps his last name on fucking everything and licenses fucking everything, understands how much money you can make off a trademark. His sons are like, yeah, man, you register the trademark for this token, and yeah, but we're in on it. But you know, it's your company's trademark. That's all good. Doesn't make no sense to me. Anyways.
We'll see how it shakes out. We'll see what information comes out. On a positive note in crypto for the majors, Bitcoin and Solana are almost back to pre-crash levels just like that. Today's Friday, August 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 week ago was essentially the beginning of a very significant crash, a multi-decade level crash.
We're dumping hard right now on Solana, though. Look at the hard dump.
Let's analyze it. Let's take a quick look at the hard dump that's happening. Bitcoin was at the time of this call sheet down 4% to 60,600. Solana was down to $156, a 4% drop. Ethereum still down 15% on the week at $2,600. People are pointing out a Bitcoin death cross looking likely as the 50-day and 200-day moving averages are likely to cross today, and that is coined a death cross. Yeah, like I want to take a look at these charts with Nick and Easy and Kicks real quick. I mean, Signal too.
Let me just pull this up real quick. I've been also trading doing a little bit of leveraged shorts here.
Really?
Well, I did leverage longs and leverage shorts. I did a little yesterday as well. I mean, we've just been ranging, but yeah, I mean, blasted through the 155 level and have just pulled back. I don't know. I like to see little retest here, but this was well, I don't know how many times this is bottomed at this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It keeps hitting this level. That level being around 127, something like that, 128. And Easy was like, fuck, it's going to 220 on the show yesterday or the day before, being like, Nick's going to win the bet. I was like, okay, it's time to short. Easy, what are you feeling?
The entire structure looks bullish to me. Like, look at the volume on the bottom too, ramping up on this rebound. Like, this is all good signs all in all. I mean, like, you still have consumer data coming out over the next week, but right now seeing this recovery is extremely strong. Like, this is on higher volume too, on 3 consecutive days off the bottom. That's something I look at personally from like a macro standpoint, just showing buyers stepping in at these lows. That's usually a good sign. The MACD is curling here. If that MACD does get flat, that's great. Bollinger Bands, if you watch that at the bottom, it's not too bullish, but that MACD curl is starting to shape up. If we get over that middle line, which is like right at that 156, 157 here, maybe even 160,
well, this
then I
shows
do
165.
Okay, 165. Then I think we set up pretty damn nicely for us to rally back to 190. Like, the chart looks bullish to me. This is a bullish chart. And if, like, besides the wick itself, this is a higher low, and we're now starting to push higher. Like, I like this setup a lot.
Kicks?
I'm still very cautious.
Same here, Kicks.
I think whenever something dumps really hard, you can get really crazy relief rallies, especially if people shorted into the dip and they get squeezed the other way.
100%.
But when I look at the monthly structure on Bitcoin, nothing's changed. We're still seeing like the MACD kind of downward pressure, and also I think like that the volatility is increasing, or just like the where this thing is flying all over the place. If you look at like the last 2-month candles, like they're already setting up to a lot of shit moving around. It's going all over the place. But I think Bitcoin is holding up very, very well. I think Solana is holding up very, very well too. And yeah, this is a good look here on the weekly, right? Because you see the Bollinger Bands tightening up. Very often, I'm pretty sure when you get a down wick like that, you usually retest it at the very least, if not
100%.
If not make new lows after it. So if you're a swing trader, beautiful time to be a swing trader. If you're a long only kind of long-term holder like me, I'm just sitting on the sidelines with my cash. I think there'll be some more opportunities down the road. And Daddy Nick said, Kicks, how much did you lose in RTR? I didn't buy that shit. Because I don't buy that dumb shit, and I'm not in the cabal of Telegram chats that everyone's like, oh, let's do that. Okay, stop asking me questions. Okay? We're talking about the charts now.
Kicks is fired up for different reasons. Daddy Nick in the audience, but back to the charting.
The thing I was going to say, I'm just confused that Easy's saying this is bullish outside of the lower or higher lows. Okay, fair enough. It's higher lows, but like We're still in the bearish. Sorry.
Get it.
We got a sneezy Nick.
Yes.
So
At-
we're still
yeah.
we're still in the lower part of the Bollinger Band here. When you
This is
look
giving
at
me inverse head and shoulder vibes, Nick. Inverse head and shoulder vibes.
Invert the chart.
where's the head?
We just formed it on that tall wick.
So this is the head?
Mm-hmm. Count it if you want to count the wick. It depends if you want to count the full wick here. But I think we end up ranging basically from 127 to 150 through potentially the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before we really I think end of the month rally is set.
I feel like this is premature.
That's all right.
You're projecting out the second half of a chart that doesn't exist yet. Like the pattern has not formed.
TA's real.
Okay, well, I actually just looking at this, I'm like, send it lower. You basically get a hard dump. You get out of the bullish setup. Basically, you go into you break below the support levels. You get a retest, as Kix was saying. Basically, like after a huge dump, you typically get a rally, but nothing has changed. They're not doing an emergency interest rate cut. There's no, I don't know what like macro motivator there is at this moment for them to do it.
Yeah, I think if it's head and shoulders, Nick, it looks like the sloth from the Goonies. If that's what he's talking about, head and shoulders.
But Nick, we still have like for August, you still got the PPI, the CPI, and then there's something else at the end of August I can't remember. And then September we have the payrolls. So there's still a lot of lagging data to come, which I think personally, and this is nothing to do with the bet, but I think personally, because this data lags, will put us in more of a downward trend than an upward trend going into the end of the month. And then September, I mean, I have no idea what payrolls will look like in September. I'm just trying to project for August. But this lagging data, given what we've had historically, is probably going to put us in a slight downward trend. And I think there's a bit of a fake out, as Kix is saying. There's a bit of a relief rally happening here.
I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm literally saying the exact same thing. It's
the best part about this. One of us will be right and one of us will be wrong.
Well, here I got a bet then.
Okay.
I will bet that Solana hits.
So you're just gonna hedge out of your other bet here? Is that what we're at? You're just
120.
hedging out of
already.
120.
I'm gonna make $4 if it all hits.
This dude's got cold feet. He's got cold feet. It's okay. So what do you think it's gonna hit? What was the number?
127.
Dude, shut the hell up. All right. I gave you from 260 all the way down to 220. I gave you $40 of leeway. I'll take that bet if you give me $102.
$102? What? You'll do the 127?
If Soul touches 102. 102.
By when? By when?
102? I don't even know. By when?
By when?
What's the date that you got in mind here?
No, I think, dude, I wouldn't do 102. I would do 117.
Give me 114 and we'll call it a deal.
114, I'm in.
114 by the end of August?
By the end of August.
All right,
wait, so what happened to the 220? So is that
that's still in play? That's still in play. It's still in play. So
okay.
a lot of ranges between 115 and 219. I win 2 soul. If it touches either side of that, I have to give Nick 1. If it somehow goes from 114 to 220, I pay Nick 2. So Nick, I'm down, 100% down. I have an iron condor of sorts here. You know, if we want to go trad fight.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
I have an iron condor, so it's just
Nick. I think you're right, but you're wrong on timing. I think it's going to be at that in September.
It's hard to time this stuff, and you don't have that much time. Well,
Nick,
look,
are we taking this bet? Like, is that
shake? I win.
Oh. All right. We got a shake on the bet, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here. Maybe Ray can record it. Quickly, speaking of recording things, we have to play our new favorite segment. It's not that new anymore. We've been doing it for 3 or 4 weeks. Top Dog, which is an interactive segment. If you are listening to the show on Twitter or on YouTube or on X platform video, for that matter, you can participate in this. Shame on me. I missed last week. Want to know something crazy? I'm still right at the top of the heap, despite essentially missing an entire week. So that's like if you get injured for a week in the NFL, but you're still leading in the stats. So it looks like me and Easy are neck and neck. Bo Puppo just ahead of me. Man, do I wish I didn't miss last week, but whatever. We're back. We're about to do it this week.
I'm coming up real quick, and I'm off by a week. So it's actually kind of messed up that I'm off by a week. So yeah,
You and me are both off by a week now. So
I'm off by 2 weeks, I think, just if we're gonna, measure swords.
Fair enough. So look, Ray, what do we got for results? So it looks like last week, one of the questions, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is a game where we make predictions for the following 7 days. The predictions run through Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, so 45 minutes ago. And you can participate in the audience by just answering the questions. All that we ask is give a little bit of context in your answers, because if it's like a yes or no, for example, it's hard to just get a bunch of yeses and know which question it's associated with. So just give a little bit of context with your response. The resolutions from last week were, will there be over or under 9.5 meme coins in the top 100 for crypto overall? It turns out it was under. You see Popcat there at 96. You see Brett over there. You see Mogcoin at 103. Mobcoin, I think, busted that one, if I'm not mistaken. Ray can add additional color if necessary. Ray?
So there were 9 in the top 100 as of the show on Friday. Mog was in there, and then Bohm was just outside. So there's only 8. So Bohm and Mog both would have needed to get into that top 100 for that of hit.
Got it. And can we go back to last week's resolutions, Ray, please? Here we go. So will game5ball.com still be linked in Scottie Pippen's Twitter X platform profile? This is the meme coin thing that he launched. He's launched numerous rug pulls in crypto before. It is still linked. So give Scottie a little bit of credit here. It is still linked. If you said yes, then you would have been right there. What will be next question? What will be the leading option for the rate cuts this year market? This is a really good one.
Signal crushed this one, I have a feeling.
Did she, Ray? What were the results here for the panelists?
Was this the take any but 3 or take 3?
Yeah, it was either you took 3 or you took the field for this one. Looking at the answers, pulling that up. Easy was on the field. Clemente was on 3. Signal and Ray were on the field. Kicks and Nick were on 3.
What?
Yeah. 3-1. 3 ended up hitting. It was the field all week. And it's actually like, it looks tied here, but if you take like the average between the yes and the opposite of no, 3 edges out 4 by 0.1%.
Wait, so I won?
3 wins.
And I picked 3.
Yes, you won.
Yes. You, Nick, and Clemente.
You want to take 5 more minutes to figure that one out, Kicks?
I swear I picked the field, man. So I'm happy. I don't think it worked out great. Also, Nick, I've been thinking and laughing for 5 minutes of how on that bet, if you look at a bell curve, you gave Easy the entire fucking bell worth of standard deviations. You know what I mean? And like you hit on just like the little tiny part of the bell on the outside.
I'm gonna win. Okay.
Nick likes to live dangerously. He's got a lot of confidence in his picks. I like it. I like the iron condor that Easy has too. There's a lot going on there. Okay, next one. Total gold medal count in the Olympics, United States or China. What an interesting one. This one turned out to be a push at 30. Very interesting stuff right there. Both have 30 gold medals.
Okay.
Ray, who got the closest
Olympics
on
aren't
that?
over.
Who got the closest on that, Ray?
Everyone got the same closeness. Everyone picked over or under.
It's a push.
I vote we extend this until the end of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, we have different things that Ray's going to bring up this time. And last one, better percent performance, Solana or ETH? Is anybody that surprised? The answer was Sol. There you go.
Clemente got that one wrong.
I took the opposite of Clemente on every single pick.
What did I
took ETH?
I think
Nick took ETH. Everyone else took Sol.
There you go. So Nick took ETH. There you go. Ray, what are we looking at for this week, buddy? These are the questions, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. If you want to participate, now is the time to gear up and get ready to answer these questions. We are all going. These questions have a time horizon of between now and next Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Ray, please let us have it.
All right, question number 1. What will be the worst performing asset over the next week? Bitcoin, Sol, or ETH?
I'm going to go ETH.
Sorry, could you say that once? Which will have the higher?
The worst.
Which will be the worst performing? So either the highest red or the lowest green. If all are green, what moved the lowest? If they all are red, what moved the most aggressively?
Worst performer, ETH, Solana, or Bitcoin?
Yep. I'm going to go ETH.
I'm going ETH as
Solana.
well.
Easy says Solana.
I say Solana.
I
Nick
say
says
ETH.
Solana. Kicks.
Yeah, I mean, ETH on the weekly, it doesn't look like it could actually get any worse. It just mathematically can't. So, and this is till next week. I would say Solana, even though I think Solana is going to be better on the monthly, probably.
Betting on Solana's volatility is a good bet for a 1 week time horizon. I like the bet. I'm going to stick with old reliable and go with ETH. Ray, what do you think?
I think that ETH is going to perform the best. So I'm not going to pick that as the worst performing asset. The grayscale ETH outflows have like significantly dropped day over day. I think we're going to continue to see inflows. We had weekly inflows this week. So I like ETH. I'm going to go like completely off the wall here. I'm going to go Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a rally off Sol and ETH. And I think Bitcoin is just going to lag a bit behind.
Ooh, I like that play because it's not even if one dumps, the other ones could just pump harder.
Exactly.
I didn't really incorporate it in my brain. If you look at ETH's chart, you ever seen those guys that walk on skyscrapers? Looks like one of those guys hanging off a skyscraper, but they put super glue on their finger before they stuck it down. So they're not going to fall, but it looks scary. That's what the ETH chart looks like.
We get some audience action on Bitcoin. Overarch said Bitcoin. Some of our regulars that played this game, we got Abro putting Sol. We've got MIA Sound Machine saying ETH from Twitter. Shout out to MIA Sound Machine. And we have Alfalfa saying Sol is going to be the worst. So we're getting action in every different direction. So we'll have to see. Next question. Kamala versus this is a big one. Kamala versus Trump odds on Polymarket. Who is in the lead at this time next Friday? Right now, they're neck and neck. Am I right, Ray?
Yep, neck and neck. Kamala is slightly in the lead. I'm going to share here. I believe she's like 48.9 versus 48.7. Very, very close.
I'm going to bet on the PSYOP. I've been saying it. I'm going to say Kamala Harris will be ahead at this time next week.
I mean, she's not involved in a meme coin scam, so I'm going with Kamala.
There you go.
I'm going Trump.
Okay.
This time next week.
Yes, all of these are by 9 a.m. next week.
I'm going Kamala just because going into the debate, I think everybody thinks Kamala will win. Therefore, I'm going to go Kamala.
When's the debate?
Not till September.
September 10th.
September, but that's enough time for speculation. So I'm going Kamala.
And Signal, also, we have the DNC at the 16th, right? So I think there's going to be some nice momentum into that. So I'm going to pick Kamala here. I think Kamala probably could make a run even up to 55. In a crazy world, she could peak at 60 going into the debates, and then we have another reversion to the mean. It's all trends. You know, a chart that's going wants to stay on its trend.
I thought 51% would be an aggressive call. You're saying up to 60. That's crazy.
Unlikely. 55 is more likely, but
people are asking about debates and everything. This is a 1 week time horizon, ladies and gentlemen. So it's just 7 days to now. There won't be any debates or anything like that. I like what Kix pointed out with the momentum. Mike DeFi pointed out that Kamala is artificially pumped, looking for a reverse candle to be unburdened by what has been. I see what you did there, Mike.
That is
DeFi.
not true. Honestly, dude, the whales on Polymarket, super long Kamala Harris. Also, all the people that said like Polymarket has right-wing bias, if you actually interact with the whales, they're center left, if not progressive liberal, multimillionaires. And they will take money on any side of the market whatsoever. So them betting on Kamala is not because they're on the left. It's because they think Kamala's going to fucking win. And
I need to get in Kix's Polymarket whale group chat.
Also, Ray, could you pick Michelle Obama here? Spin up some conspiracy theories on Twitter. If that goes to 2%, that's a double, right? So are we doing percent gains or are we doing absolute percentage?
The question, Kicks, is just who's going to be up, Kamala or Trump? Okay. And Ray, do we have a call from you?
I'm going to go with Kamala. I think she's going to continue momentum. I think it's going to stay here or maybe move just a hair in her favor.
All righty, there you go. So everyone in the audience, just to call out some folks that are participating, we've got Samuel saying Mamala. That means Kamala. We got MIA Sound Machine coming through saying Kamala Harris. We've got Ellie.jpg betting Trump. We've got Bachelor Society betting Kamala. We got Mike DeFi betting Trump. So shout out to everybody participating. A big shout out to everyone going. We're gonna see who's crushing it next week. Next question. Polymarket August volume will be over or under 275 million. It's currently at $150 million over the first days of the month. I mean, this one feels obvious, right? I mean, 8 days in, we're at 150 million. I'm going to go over 275.
Ray, rerun the math real quick on that one.
No, my math's
over
good.
Under 600.
I've looked at the daily. I understand what's going on with this. I picked a good number.
He picked a good number. In other words,
He's
Ray's
brother. I fucking love it, dude. That's who you want on your team. A guy that like says that. Fucking respect. I'm going over.
Ray nailed the number Vegas odds maker style for the Ethereum ETF the first week. He was unburdened by Easy declaring the number should be $1 billion. That was what Easy wanted.
I need to get Ray over to my Portugalian operation.
What?
What?
What are you
my Portugalian operation.
What is that?
Cool. We should make a bet on how many views the photo of my punk hoodie will get. All the comments there don't reference the fact that this photo is old.
Well, there you go. But quickly on this one, over or under 275 million. I went over. I believe
On
Kicks
Polymarket.
Polymarket overall volume for August. We're at 150 million through 8 days, Nick. Over under 275 million.
Over.
I'm going under.
Why?
I want to fade the pack mentality here. I'm going to go against the consensus. If I trust the quant that it's going to be a lot closer to 275, and I like his math. The guy wears glasses, so I think it's going to be pretty close. I'm going to go under.
Is he
I'm gonna go
factoring in the
over.
Sybil volume though?
Okay.
I'm going to go under. We saw a huge spike of volume with the Walls announcement. That's why I think we're as high as we are.
I want to go under as well. Actually, I'm switching.
Nope. No takesies backsies.
Let him switch. Let him sit on it.
I was about to say it before Ray said his thing. I was saying that I think we peaked on the presidential betting volume, and there's no catalyst for the rest of August.
There's a debate in September. There's a debate at the beginning of September, and people start placing bets towards the end of August.
I'm going to say under.
And Nick, actually what he said is the VP Democratic parties was over, and that's where a lot of volume was coming from. And very interesting.
Dude.
I like the way that Ray thinks, dude.
We still have the Trump Elon interview, which I do think sees a surge of volume on words that he says during that interview.
That's our next question. Are you front running us?
No, he's not. I think he's just giving good analysis. So Ray, we got everybody's picks, right? And just shout out some audience members. We got Overarch coming in saying under. We got Ron Man saying over. We've got Mr. Yellow saying under. We've got Alfalfa saying over. We've got Green saying over. We got Roy saying under. Reverse Flash saying over. Bachelor Society saying over. And Abro saying over. So big shout out to everybody participating. We see a lot of overs. A lot of people on my team. We'll see. Next question. Will Trump say the word crypto during Monday's interview with Elon Musk? That's at 51% on Polymarket. Polymarket's pricing it in at 50-50. I'm going to say he does say it.
Yes.
I think he says it.
Yeah, I think he says it. I think he 100% says it.
That's a good Polymarket bet, is it not, Kicks? Kicks?
Yes.
Right?
I mean, yeah, I think it's fairly priced.
I think he's going to say it. Like, I'm going to put 10 big ones on that right now on Polymarket.
What percentage would you say would be fairly priced for him saying crypto? Would you say like
69%?
I think
59, you little slut.
60%. I think
60. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not. He's not going to say Mog. It's not that he's going to say Mog. It's that he says the word crypto. Like, come on. He's not saying
to Elon Musk. Who
He's not
knows
saying
about
Biden.
crypto. Yeah. Throw a little tenor on that, man.
They got MAGA priced at 71%. I feel like that's high. I wouldn't take that a yes. I would not take that.
We're gonna make
Set-
it great again.
So wait. Can you check the rules on the MAGA one? Can you click that?
He can say "Make America Great Again."
Okay, so he doesn't have to say the acronym.
He doesn't have to say the acronym because I've traded these markets before. And I
Okay,
hit on
or
both.
make America. Yeah, he will say "Make America Great Again." I feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
He won't.
Nick,
he won't
what
say
do you
Biden.
They're pricing in tampon at 16%.
I think you can take the no on that. I don't even know though. Maybe not. Honestly.
Tampon
That's the
is
thing.
16%.
Trans is 48%.
Yeah,
That's
because
not
tampon
surprising.
Tim.
Tampon Tim Waltz.
Yeah, he put tampons in boys' bathrooms in
Restrooms. Yep.
Minnesota.
Tesla
Or
at
in
74%.
identifying males. Sorry.
Civil War at 18%. Mars at 33%. Trump saying planet name is an interesting one. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think taking no on Civil War is nice. I'd probably take no on that. Why would he say that? I think that that could be a little inflammatory.
I think he was going to say that Kamala would cause a civil war is what he would say. So I actually don't hate that bet. I can't picture him saying Mars.
How long is the interview? This is if we had some sort of idea of duration, that's going to really impact your waiting on these things.
I don't think they've announced the duration. Sig, what are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking. So this is obviously going to be like aired on X. This interview.
Yes.
For me, a more interesting question is Donald Trump coming back to X? I think there's
a market for that.
That is very interesting. But to answer the question, yes, I do think he'll say crypto. It's just it's the right audience for him to say it. If you notice, he doesn't just randomly say it. He doesn't just go to any convention and start talking about crypto. There's been many conventions where he doesn't even mention it. So I think this is the right platform for him to say it on. So
it looks like Signal, this bet pumped post announcement that this interview would be on X, which makes a lot of sense. People that bought into this bet prior to that are probably pretty satisfied. It looks like it's near all-time high right now. Anyway, so look, Ray, did we get everyone? Nick, I don't think you gave a yes or a no on will Trump say crypto.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's fire through one more time. I'm not sure who said yes or no. I'm going to say no. It seems too obvious of a bet to be sitting here at 50-50, and I think there's something going on. I think he's not.
This is like the easiest one to bet on. Let's just say the bet. I'm going to go yes.
I'll say yes.
Easy.
Yes.
Who's the last person he's interviewed? Does anyone know?
It was Elon interviewed. What was the guy's name?
Was it the Christian guy?
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson.
Can you just take a position?
I'm just trying to get an interview duration so that I can calculate his latest video, which features Elon Musk, 2 hours, yes, crypto. It's going to be an hour-long thing. So over an hour, will they say crypto once? Yes.
All right. Overarch says no, he won't. What else we got? We got Tristan saying yes. Uncle Eth saying no.
I know crypto. Crypto is the greatest. Kamala doesn't even know how great it is. I want to bring crypto back to America. I want all of the coins out of China. China's mining with coal. They won't tell you that.
There you go. Last question. Opening weekend domestic box office revenue for It Ends With Us. Over or under 60 million? A little movie industry.
Over 60 million.
It Ends With Us. Brie Larson?
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively.
Colleen Hoover books are like the most read tween book of like that author is well known. Like that is like.
So you couldn't have fucking told me that yesterday when I bet on the under on $40 million opening weekend?
Oh, dude, this thing's gonna go way. This is gonna go way over 60. I think.
Fuck.
All right, I'll go over. I didn't know about the author. Tweens are a big market for movies. Let's go.
I'm going to go under here because I know Ray did his fucking research. He knows that there was $8 million in previews on Thursday. He's probably looking at similar rom-com trends. Friday's going to pop, but then Saturday usually falls off. Therefore, I'm going to take the under on 60 million. Did I get wrecked on betting under on 40 on this poly market? Yes.
I like T Ward giving us all his responses in one clean comment. Very nice. Very nice.
Under 60? I'm going to say under 60. Yeah, I'll take the under.
All right, Nick's taking the under, betting on a poor box office weekend. You never know. You never know.
60 million on a $25 million budget is very good. FYI.
Yes. As for the first weekend, absolutely. Are we missing anyone, Ray?
Yeah. I cannot fade Serena Vanderwoodson from Gossip Girl. I have to go over.
Shit.
Just for for old times, man.
And Blake Lively, top
Blake
tier.
Lively, man. Married to Ryan Reynolds. I mean, they're like power pack.
Yeah,
they're both in the box office this weekend. Deadpool
Exactly.
and It Ends With Us. A lot of it's kind of like Barbie and Oppenheimer again.
Pretty much. Domestic fighting is going to happen here. So yeah, I'm over on this.
Lovemaking.
Nick is a big fan of Gossip Girl, so surprised he's going under there.
I know. I'm actually struggling.
Fading Serena. You're fading Serena, Nick. What are you doing?
XO.
My guy Miguel Ribeiro is just like Blake Lively. I'll watch that. That's basically his position. Very
All right, I guess I'm going over. I'm switching over.
There you go.
Cooked.
Ways of Wang is declaring we want a Nick film. Well, careful what you wish for, Ways of Wang. Just watch out for the next few years. Anyway, Ellie.jpg, we are apparently selling him over 60 million for that movie. Anyway, look, ladies and gentlemen, another fun week of our favorite game on the show, Top Dog. We will see who is the top dog next week. Right now, Bo Doggo's Will is the top dog because I missed a week, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. But we got Nick missing some weeks, Kicks missing some weeks, so it'll probably all blend together. Anyway, and yes, Miguel's like, we need 8 Mile, like with Nick. I do love that. I do love the idea of that. Anyway, look,
no one go see It Ends With Us this weekend, please. Okay, I have $400 on it. Please do not go see it this weekend. You can see it next weekend. You can see it anytime after Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anytime you can go see it.
I'm gonna go to the
Sunday,
cinema for
please.
the second time this year, Kicks, just because you said
No, it's fine. You're international. It's domestic. It's domestic market only. You can go like 4 times this weekend. It's fine.
Well, if you live in the United States,
cooked.
do not pump this revenue. I don't care if you have daughters; it doesn't matter. Don't go see this tween movie. No, I'm just kidding. I want you to because I took the over. It sounds like Kicks has some money running on this. People are saying Kicks is cooked. He's cooked. Ladies and gentlemen, what's not cooked is doing this show every week. Monday, we will be back 9 a.m. Eastern time. Shows available on Apple and Spotify podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Also available on YouTube, X platform video. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Support the show if you can. Really appreciate you guys. Anyway, that's it. We'll be back. Have a great weekend, everyone.